Hi, I'm Dietrich Truman, and I have prepared a report on scalloped hammerhead sharks. Distribution of the scalloped hammerhead shark. They are found across the globe in climates considered tropical, almost exclusively where water temperature is above 22 degrees Celsius. Such areas include Australia, the Gulf of Mexico, the Caribbean Sea, the Mediterranean Sea, South Africa, the Red Sea, the Indian Ocean, Japan, Hawaii, and Tahiti. They are found in waters as shallow as surface water and nearshore intertidal zones and in depths of up to 1,043 meters. Physical characteristics of the scalloped hammerhead shark. Females are larger than males, averaging between 200 and 250 centimeters in length. Males reach between 140 and 198 centimeters. Their bodies are fusiform, meaning they taper off in the front and back. The name scalloped comes from notches midway along half-circle-shaped heads with smaller notches along the side. They are brownish-gray or olive on the top of their bodies with pale yellow or white underbodies. Life cycle traits of the scalloped hammerhead shark. Females reach maturity at a length of 1.8 meters around the age of 15 years. Males at 2.5 meters in length at around 10 years of age. Younger scalloped hammerheads generally stay closer to shore, venturing out during night to hunt. Adults will traverse the open ocean. Females will travel closer to shore to give birth, usually producing between 12 and 21 infant sharks. Gestation lasts 9 to 10 months. They migrate north during warmer months, arriving to their new homes in June and migrating back down south during August to October. They prey upon barracuda, sardines, blacktip reef sharks, angel sharks, stingrays, squid, octopus, shrimp, crab, and lobsters. Threats. Far and away the greatest threat to the species is the expansion of commercial fishing, which has caused an increase in bycatch and target catch of all sharks, and scalloped hammerheads feel the effects. Generally, since juvenile sharks spend time in shallower waters, they are subjected to not only offshore fishing, but also smaller fishing vessels that do not travel the open ocean. Often, nearshore bycatch occurs when ships trawl for prawn. Scalloped hammerheads are harvested for economically valuable fins and also for meat. Scalloped hammerheads are targeted specifically since they possess large fins and also multiple harvestable fins per shark. The market returns between $50 and $100 for each pound of fin. Excluding targeted hunting, scalloped hammerheads are notoriously hard to distinguish from other species, increasing incidental catching and harvesting. Exacerbating pressures on scalloped hammerheads is that the species is not particularly resilient to population numbers dwindling. This is due largely to the late age at which scalloped hammerheads mature. Males at around 10 years, females at around 15 years. Climate change poses a threat to all species, scalloped hammerheads included. Climate change bleaches coral, removing fish from popular hammerhead hunting grounds. Critical to a shark's ability to hunt is their use of olfaction, sense of smell. Recent studies have shown that increasing CO2 levels in the ocean are a detriment to this skill. Shark fin soup, a major motivator for the hunting and harvesting of scalloped hammerhead sharks, is deeply entwined with Chinese culture. Today, consuming the dish is considered a symbol of status. Traditionally, Chinese emperors ate shark fin soup since it was believed to have high medicinal value and also represented humans' ability to defeat the large predators. The result has become shark finning rather than shark fishing. Shark finning involves catching the sharks and removing their fins. After the fins are harvested, the rest of the animal is thrown back into the ocean to save space on boats. Once the sharks are returned to the water, they will die from blood loss or suffocation. As of 2013, it was estimated that 100 million sharks were being finned or fished, resulting in death annually. There is growing awareness to the abhorrent process of shark finning, yet progress towards ending the consumption of shark fin soup moves at a snail's pace. A survey conducted in 2012 revealed that 6% of fancy Chinese hotels located in major cities in China had removed shark fin soup from their menus. Hammerhead sharks are represented in artworks created by Torres Strait Islanders, a group of people which live in incorporated Queensland, Australia. Various other island communities around the world include hammerheads in their totems, signifying their importance. A report prepared by Gerhardt and Associates stresses the value of traditional knowledge. Peoples who have lived near the predators for centuries could give valuable insight as to migration patterns and hammerhead hotspots. Gerhardt and Associates believe that, if approached with sincerity, island peoples will support data collection for the purpose of conservation. Identifying regions which scalloped hammerheads frequent for different life cycle events can aid in the conservation of the species. Such locations include, but are not limited to, mating grounds, nursery habitats, feeding grounds, and pathways scalloped hammerheads travel during annual or even daily migrations. To identify such regions, data collection is carried out in a variety of ways. Tag recapture methods are most common, and completion of a single study often represents years of preparation with meticulous adherence to data collection techniques. The Galapagos, Malpelo Island, and Cocos Island in Costa Rica can be considered areas crucial to the survival of the species. Researchers using ultrasonic tags discovered that a number of their tagged sharks had traveled 627 kilometers from Malpelo Island to Cocos Island, and at least one had visited the Galapagos along the way. In Golfo Dolce, an inlet on the southwest of Costa Rica, researchers assessed movement of juveniles using remote trackers, noting that the local sharks would spend up to 1 year near their birthing place, return to the area for multiple years, and exhibit high connectivity between nearshore nursing habitat and offshore roaming grounds as the sharks age and become familiar with an expanding territory. This highlights the importance of migratory corridors and the interconnectedness of nearshore and pelagic environments. Dedicated researchers are working hard, however most papers I read stressed the importance of further data collection considering shark populations are hard to find and assess in any given location. Efficacy of MPAs and beneficial restrictions. MPAs are a good place to start protections, but may not produce the desired results since, as stated before, scalloped hammerhead sharks will travel between islands and between shore environments and deep water ones. The picture on the right shows sensor ping data revealing scalloped hammerheads routinely entering and exiting MPAs. Time-specific moratoriums on fishing could help populations in the meantime, while expansion of MPAs is not an option. With the knowledge that sharks generally wander deeper waters at night, time-specific restrictions on boat traffic and fishing can be employed during nighttime hours in offshore locations. A research team headed by SJB Gulak connected sensors to fishing nets which monitor temperature, depth, and also the amount of time a net is left in the water during a single catch. The results showed that, on average, nets were left in for a period of about 3.5 hours. 50% mortality of hooked netted scalloped hammerheads was reached when the sharks had been stuck in nets for between 3.5 and 3.8 hours, implying that if in-water time of nets was restricted, less hammerheads would be killed. Diverse restrictions which do not necessarily call for the complete protection of an area could prove beneficial to scalloped hammerhead populations. Further, data such as the results gleaned by Gulak can help lobby governments to expand complete protections. That being said, I would consider MPAs and complete protection of open ocean habitats to be the best way to combat mortality caused by fishing and boat activity. Thank you all for a great quarter, and I look forward to answering any questions you might have about my report.